Today, we're diving into the extraordinary life of the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne. From his groundbreaking music career to his personal struggles, legal battles, and addiction. With his triumphant comebacks and overcoming some of his struggles, this is a story of resilience and rock and roll. John Michael Osbourne, better known as Ozzy Osbourne, was born on December 3, 1948, in Birmingham, England. Growing up in a working-class family, Ozzy faced many challenges early in life. Ozzy attended Prince Albert School. From an early age, he faced difficulties due to undiagnosed dyslexia and other learning disabilities, which made academic success elusive and left him feeling marginalized. His troubles in the classroom were compounded by a lack of support and understanding from teachers, leading to frequent punishments and a growing sense of frustration. Ozzy's experiences at school were further darkened by bullying from classmates, who targeted him for his struggles and eccentricities. Seeking solace, he found an escape in music and theatrical performances, participating in school plays where he discovered his talent for entertaining. Despite his turbulent school life, these early experiences of hardship and marginalization would later fuel his rebellious spirit and drive to succeed in the world of rock music, where he ultimately found his true calling and voice. In the late 1960s, Ozzy joined forces with Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward to form the legendary band Black Sabbath, initially experimenting with blues rock. However, a fateful moment occurred when they decided to write music that reflected the darker side of life, drawing inspiration from horror films and the bleak surroundings of their hometown. Their self-titled debut album, released on February 13, 1970, marked the birth of heavy metal. With its ominous riffs, dark lyrics, and Ozzy's haunting vocals, the album was a stark departure from the music of the time. The track, Black Sabbath, with its tritone, known as the Devil's Interval, set the tone for the band's unique sound. This new, heavier direction not only distinguished them from their contemporaries, but also laid the foundation for the heavy metal genre, making Black Sabbath pioneers of a new musical era. Albums like Paranoid, Master of Reality, and Volmer 4 cemented their status as heavy metal pioneers. By the late 1970s, tensions within Black Sabbath had reached a breaking point, exacerbated by the band's relentless touring schedule and the members' escalating substance abuse issues. Ozzy Osbourne, the iconic frontman whose voice had become synonymous with the band's dark, heavy sound, found himself increasingly at odds with the rest of the group. Struggling with his own addiction to drugs and alcohol, Ozzy's erratic behavior and unreliability became a significant hindrance to the band's productivity and cohesion. The culmination of these internal conflicts and Ozzy's personal struggles led to a dramatic turning point in 1979, when the band decided to part ways with him. His departure marked the end of an era for Black Sabbath, leaving fans and the music world in shock. Yet, this split also paved the way for Ozzy's remarkable solo career, allowing him to reinvent himself and achieve even greater success outside the confines of the band that had originally brought him fame. After parting ways with Black Sabbath in 1979, Ozzy Osbourne embarked on a solo career that would solidify his status as a rock legend. With the unwavering support of his future wife and manager, Sharon Arden, Ozzy launched his solo debut with the album Blizzard of Oz in 1980. The album was a massive success, featuring iconic tracks like Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley, which showcased Ozzy's distinctive voice and charismatic stage presence. This marked the beginning of a prolific solo career that saw him release a series of highly successful albums throughout the 1980s and 1990s, including Diary of a Madman, Bark at the Moon, and No More Tears. His live performances, characterized by their theatricality and raw energy, drew huge crowds and cemented his reputation as a master showman. Despite ongoing struggles with substance abuse, Ozzy's solo career thrived, earning him numerous accolades and a loyal fan base. His resilience and ability to continuously reinvent himself not only kept him relevant in the evolving music landscape, but also ensured his legacy as one of the most enduring figures in rock and heavy metal. Despite his achievements, Ozzy's faced numerous challenges in his personal life. His battle with addiction continued, leading to several public incidents and rehab stints. The infamous bat-biting incident in 1982, where Ozzy bit the head off a bat during a performance, shocked the world and became a defining moment of his wild persona. But the public stunts were just the surface. Ozzy's addiction to alcohol and drugs was severe, often leading to destructive behavior. He faced numerous arrests for various offenses, including public intoxication and drug possession. His marriage to Sharon was also tumultuous, with numerous separations and reconciliations due to his behavior. Ozzy's life has been punctuated by numerous arrests and legal battles, often stemming from his struggles with substance abuse and erratic behavior. One of the most infamous incidents occurred in 1982 when Ozzy was arrested in San Antonio, Texas, for urinating on a cenotaph near the Alamo while wearing his wife's dress, as she had hidden all his clothes to prevent him from going out. This act of public intoxication led to a ban from the city for a decade. In another notable episode in 1989, Ozzy was arrested for attempting to strangle his wife, Sharon, in a drunken rage. This incident resulted in Ozzy being sentenced to 6 months in a rehabilitation center, a critical turning point in his battle with addiction. Throughout the years, Ozzy faced multiple legal issues related to his wild on-stage antics, including lawsuits over the alleged influence of his music on fan behavior. Despite these legal challenges, Ozzy has managed to navigate his turbulent life with the help of his family, particularly Sharon, who played a crucial role in managing both his career and personal rehabilitation efforts. These experiences have only added to his notorious and resilient image in the rock world. The partnership between Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne is one of the most enduring and influential in the rock music world. Sharon Arden, the daughter of music manager Don Arden, met Ozzy in the late 1970s while he was still with Black Sabbath. After Ozzy was fired from the band in 1979, Sharon took on the role of his manager, determined to help him carve out a successful solo career. Their professional relationship quickly blossomed into a deep personal bond, and the couple married in 1982. Sharon's unwavering support and sharp business acumen were pivotal in guiding Ozzy through the ups and downs of his career and personal life. Together, they navigated the challenges of Ozzy's addiction, health scares, and numerous controversies. Despite these hardships, their relationship remained resilient, and they raised 3 children together: Amy, Kelly, and Jack. Behind the scenes, Ozzy faced deep personal challenges. The loss of close friends, family issues, and health problems took their toll. However, with Sharon's unwavering support, he managed to keep going. In 2002, Ozzy's life took another turn with the launch of the reality TV show, The Osbournes, which premiered on MTV in 2002, was a groundbreaking reality TV show that offered an unprecedented look into the chaotic and often humorous life of rock legend Ozzy Osbourne and his family. The series followed Ozzy, his wife Sharon, and their children Kelly and Jack as they navigated the trials and tribulations of daily life. Unlike other reality shows of the time, The Osbournes was raw and unfiltered, capturing everything from Ozzy's struggles with sobriety and health issues to the family's candid and often comedic interactions. Sharon's role as the strong, no-nonsense matriarch, Kelly's rebellious teenage years, and Jack's own challenges resonated with viewers, providing a unique blend of rock and roll lifestyle and relatable family dynamics. The show was an instant hit, attracting millions of viewers and becoming a cultural phenomenon. It humanized Ozzy, revealing a softer, more vulnerable side to the Prince of Darkness, and solidified the Osbourne family as beloved pop culture icons. The success of the Osbournes also paved the way for future reality TV series, influencing the genre with its honest and often outrageous portrayal of celebrity family life. Ozzy's battle with addiction has been a long and arduous journey, marked by multiple stints in rehab over the decades. Throughout his career, he has been in and out of rehabilitation centers more than a dozen times, each attempt a testament to his ongoing struggle with substance abuse. His first major attempt to get clean came in the late 1970s, but the cycle of relapse and recovery continued well into the 21st century. Despite the numerous challenges and setbacks, Ozzy has shown incredible resilience. In recent years, he has made significant strides towards sobriety, with the support of his family, especially his wife Sharon. playing a pivotal role in his recovery efforts. As of now, Ozzy has been open about his efforts to stay sober, and while he acknowledges that the battle is ongoing, he remains committed to maintaining his sobriety. Ozzy Osbourne's life and career have been marked by a series of significant health issues that have tested his resilience. In 2003, he suffered a near-fatal ATV accident, resulting in a broken collarbone, 8 fractured ribs, and a damaged vertebra in his neck, which required extensive surgery and a long recovery period. Despite this setback, Ozzy continued to perform and create music. However, his health struggles persisted, and in early 2019, he was hospitalized due to complications from the flu, which led to pneumonia. Later that year, Ozzy faced another major health crisis when he suffered a severe fall at home, aggravating the injuries from his ATV accident and requiring additional surgery. In early 2020, Ozzy publicly revealed that he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological disorder that had been affecting his mobility and quality of life. In the final years of his life, Ozzy Osbourne remained a fighter. Despite mounting health concerns, including complications from Parkinson's disease, spinal issues, and repeated surgeries, he never stopped trying to connect with fans and stay involved in music. Even as his mobility declined, and he was forced to cancel multiple tours, Ozzy remained determined to record and release music whenever he could. In 2020 and 2022, he released Ordinary Man and Patient No. 9, both albums praised for their emotional depth and raw honesty. These projects became more than just music. They were personal reflections on pain, aging, and facing mortality head-on. Though he wasn't performing live as often, Ozzy made heartfelt appearances through interviews, documentaries, and social media updates. He opened up about his physical struggles and mental battles, admitting how difficult it was to accept slowing down after a life spent in overdrive. Fans around the world admired his vulnerability, and admired him not just as the Prince of Darkness, but as a human being who had lived a wildly imperfect but inspiring life. Throughout these years, Sharon remained by his side as his strongest supporter and caregiver. The bond between them, forged through decades of chaos and love, only deepened. Ozzy also grew closer to his children, Jack, Kelly, and Amy, as he spent more time at home. Jack documented many of these intimate moments in their family's reality and podcast projects, giving fans a bittersweet glimpse into Ozzy's quieter side. While the wild frontman of the 80s was no longer crowd surfing or biting off bat heads, the heart of Ozzy, the misfit who dreamed big and defied the odds, never faded. Sadly, on July 22, 2025, the world received the heartbreaking news that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away. He died peacefully, surrounded by family, after a long and brave battle with his many health complications. He was 76 years old. The rock world went into mourning. Tributes poured in from across generations, fellow musicians, fans, celebrities, and critics, all paying their respects to a man who had helped define an entire genre. Social media flooded with messages calling him a legend, a survivor, and an irreplaceable voice. Cities held candlelight vigils, radio stations played marathon runs of his greatest hits, and fans gathered outside venues where he once performed to celebrate his life. But Ozzy's legacy was never just about the music. It was about how loudly and unapologetically he lived. It was about falling down and getting back up. About fighting addiction, mending broken relationships, pushing creative boundaries, and always staying true to himself, even when the world didn't understand him. He transformed the darkness into something powerful, even beautiful. In the end, Ozzy Osbourne didn't just shape the sound of heavy metal. He became its soul. And though he's no longer with us in the physical sense, his spirit lives on through every scream, every riff, every teenager who dares to be different, and every misfit who finds strength in being themselves. Ozzy once said, "I'm not afraid of dying. I just don't want to be there when it happens." And somehow, that feels exactly right. He's gone, but he'll never be forgotten. Long live the Prince of Darkness.